Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about our holidays that we spent with our bird and give you some insights into our parrot vacation. So let's get right into it. For the past almost a year and a half since we have our green cheek conure, we have done many things together. We have quarantined together, we had plenty of meals together, we played together, and we cuddled several times per day, every day. What we have not done as often was going with our bird on holidays together. To be precise, we took our bird on holidays only twice. Each time there were some things that were the same, but also some things that were different. Both times we went on holidays with our parrot, we went by car. First time we went, the car ride was 14 hours one way. The ride was split between two non-consecutive days. So we did first 8 hours and then we arrived at our holiday house and then we rested for 2 days there and then we did the remainder of 6 hours and then we stayed at the second holiday house for a week. And then on the way back it was the same pattern. We did first the 6 hours and then we rested for one night and then we did the remaining 8 hours. The second time we drove, it was for 1 hour one way, so it was 2 hours in total. We planned both trips. We knew exactly where we were gonna stay, how to drive, and of course, what we need to take with on the trip with us. The main belonging we had was, of course, our green chiconia parrot, Elvis. To keep him busy and happy, we packed enough treats for him, his toys, and his Java tree. We have filled the travel cage with our bird's most favorite toys, the hanging and non-hanging bowls, the small wooden ladder and his long colorful ladder, the biting foraging toy and his non-biting foraging toy. I will drop the links to all of the mentioned toys in the description below this video. With such an attractive travel cage filled up with toys, he happily went in and was ready for the adventure. Both car rides he behaved overall well. He was either playing, sitting on his sticks and looking around, or eating. However, during the longer trip, after a few hours, he got tired and started complaining. He also stopped eating and drinking. For that reason, we were stopping more often to give Elvis a break from the road and something to drink, while in the meantime we were stretching our legs. During the trip involving the short car ride, we stayed for a few days in a hotel room. The longer car ride trip had a holiday house as a destination. In both cases, our little friend did not like the destination. The rooms and the surroundings were new and scary for our bird. His big home cage was not there, and according to our bird, we were always sitting too far away from him. First evenings and first mornings in the new places were a bit stressful for him, as everything was still new and not the way he's used to. He would scream either for the birds outside or if any of us would leave his sight for more than 1 meter. Also, he ate poorly and only when we were maximum 10 centimeters away from him. To calm him down, we would spend a few hours with him before leaving, give him many head scratches, many hand hugs, and keep him on our shoulder. Once he would relax, he would be more open to treats and his food and water. The treats that did miracles for our Elvis were almonds and bananas. Our bird is crazy about almonds. He would never refuse one. Plus, they're light to carry around, do not need special conditions to keep good, and they are super healthy, both for us and for our parrot. Same goes for bananas, except they weigh some more. During the day, we were out of the house, discovering the surroundings and walking. He was waiting for us in his travel cage. We would cover his cage halfway in order to avoid him being scared of all the movements from outside and be less susceptible to the surrounding noises. We would make sure that he has sufficient treats and water and would place the cage in a more quiet part of the room. It was very hard leaving him alone inside for most of the day, mainly because he would understand that we were leaving and would start screaming for us even before we left. He would come down only after a few minutes, as we know that because we were listening to him behind the closed door before we would actually leave. Of course, when we were back, he would happily climb on our shoulders and spend the evening together. It was towards the end of the longer trip that Elvis got used to the surroundings a little bit and to his new daily routine. He knew that usually he would be alone at home for a few hours, and that became a smaller issue in time for him after a few days. He would even look forward to the goodies in his cage while waiting for us. However, during our shorter trip, he was uncomfortable the whole time. Both the hotel room and the area outside were noisy, and he would not be able to nap during the day. He's very picky about noises. He needs almost perfect silence to be able to relax. Both times we returned home from holidays, we could tell that he was very happy to be back to his cage, to the play area on top of his cage, and to his usual surroundings in general. He would almost immediately start eating and climbing back and forth on his home cage. Therefore, both times we went with our bird on holidays, we would relax less, our bird would be more stressed, and the overall experience was slightly less enjoyable than expected. It takes time for our bird to get used to his new environment, the new cage he gets to sleep in, and the new daily routine. Additionally, everything was different from what he's used to, with both his humans at home every day cuddling with him. It was also more difficult for us to enjoy the time away. We were worried about him most of the time. After these experiences, we realized that our parrot is on holiday every day when he's home, and it is not his favorite thing to be away for too long. Our green chiconia parrot likes stability and likes his daily routine. He enjoys his favorite sitting spots in the house and his play areas on his cage and on the Java tree, both of which, by the way, are in the same place as the day before. We also realized that we put our bird through a lot of stress when we travel with him. Although he was not car sick and would behave well overall during the car rides, he does not enjoy being in the car. In conclusion, equipped with this information, we will most likely not take our bird on holidays in the future. Things might change, of course, as he gets older and we get older. Regardless of the developments, we want to offer him a good life that is full of joy and not stress. If keeping him happy means that we need to take our vacations without him, this is what we will do. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more parrot information just like this. Elvis thanks all of you for your support. Take care. Bye.